I wanted to share the win is that I do the work. So this is what I did. So I didn't show up there wicked early, but I got there around 11:30. I put everything together, and then I also had a team member hosting the open house. So I had the team member in the unit. It's a simple two-bedroom condo, 260 price point. So what I did was for that 3 hours, we had about six, prospect come in, two with agents, two with no, and then two from the neighborhood. But I didn't stop there. I literally in MLS, whenever you put a listing on there, you have a reverse prospect list. So there's over 200 matching buyers potential from co-brokes. So I literally pick up the phone, I call all of them, and then after that, I text them. Here's the script. Ring, ring. Hey, Paul, this is Sam. I'm a listing broker for a new listing, two bedroom, one bath, price point 260. Is it okay that I text you this information? Sure, no problem. Would love to help you sell this. Click. I sent them the text message. I call about 35, 40 brokers. I connected. Actually, I called more than that. But I connected with maybe 10 on the phone. And then all of them got my text message, right? So I'm building relationship. So the thing is this ties to agent attraction as well. They got to like you. They got to hear you before they want to work with you. So collectively, we have a lot of, listings from coworkers or colleagues. I call it business partners. You simply got to say, hey, can I host your open house, right? I know it hasn't been moving. And then you ask them for follow-up question. Can you share, can you go into MLS and share with all the matching people for me? So I can call the brokers and ask them, say, hey, I'm hosting an open house in 12 to 3. If you have a buyer, can you send them? I'll honor it and so on and so forth, right? So you have a reason to call those brokers, not as opposed to ring, ring, hey, Paul, this is Sam, your real estate colleague, AKA, I'm here to recruit you, right? So that piece of it is, look, you got to have a reason to call the people to build up that talk and that relationship. Long story short, the buyer that came with no representation, I'm writing up an offer for that particular buyer. So I'm going to double end the deal. It's a small listing, only 4%, but it's not about the money. It's because we have a reason to call agents, and you guys all have the same reason. Look, we have collectively so many listings out there, commercial, so on and so forth. And Paul and Daniel and everybody on here have been supporting it. I know I'm MIA sometime, but that's more of like scheduling and appointments and so on and so forth. But I try my best to jump on. Right now, as you can see, I'm driving back to the home office, so I had a quick coffee meet, casual, just how I'm dressed right now with a broker earlier. So that's kind of where I am. So let me go ahead and shut up and send it back to you, Paul. Go ahead.
Man, I don't want you to shut up. That's good stuff. I love, I do get a little irritated with real estate agents that get into this business and they think they're just going to shoot some Instagram post or some Facebook post and they're going to get rich. And I like Sam's approach. I've often called it the blue collar approach. Quit acting like you're Mr. High and Mighty white collar worker. Get your hands dirty, dig a ditch, do something, and what Sam's doing is he's, like he said, you call the real estate agent, I mean, yeah, you could, I'm not against social media. I do it. Y'all aware of that. I'm not saying don't do that. But what I'm saying is if you're just relying on that, it's not going to work. I had a great mentor tell me years ago that helped me get really rich. He says, nothing works. Not everything works. Oh my gosh, I forgot the quote now. It'll come back to me in a little bit. The point is this, you got to do everything. You can't just rely on one. And Sam's dialing, talking, and I love what you did there. You said, hey, since I'm doing your open house, we know you got real estate agents that are showing interest in it with customers. Give me that list. That was creativity, Teresa, because a lot of new agents will say, well, I don't have a listing, so I can't do what Sam just did. Notice what Sam did. Sam called the real estate agent that has the listing and says, yo, I know you ain't calling them. He didn't say that. But that's kind of what he said. Let me call them. And that's genius. And because that's something I'm going to put in my new mentor training now. You gave me something to train mentees now, Sam, because I have it said all the time. Well, I don't have any listings to do. I don't have all the listings that Teresa has. I don't have all these people to call that are looking at my houses. Well, call Teresa and say, hey, you're busy. I mean, Teresa's got like, I think 72 listings right now. She's very busy. She doesn't have time to call all these people. So call her and say, hey, can I steal some of those from you? Like Sam did. And then boom, now I'm putting that in my mentee training. I'm glad I was on this morning. Lucia taught me something. Sam taught me something. Yes, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm just kidding. Um, but that's huge, and I love I love the blue collar. I love getting dirty. Let's go get dirty. Let's create a mess and quit acting like we're all high and mighty and taking pictures of our Mercedes that we. I'm gonna start preaching. Um, nothing wrong taking pictures of your Mercedes, by the way. But do the blue collar work. Do what Sam's doing, man. That works. That works. Thank you, Sam. Dude, I'm glad I called you out, Mr. Boston.
That's right. I'm going to be in Texas
Ah,
in the future, So,
yeah, yeah, good. Well, win for me last week was hanging out with everybody in Austin. Jawad was there. Who else was with us over there? Dear Lord, I'm forgetting Katie. Um, Random question. Peggy wants to know if we have a realtor in Midlothian. I think the closest we're going to get to Midlothian I know is TC or Ken. Ken, where do you live?
I'm in Murphy, north.
Murphy. Where's
Yes.
Murph? Where's Murphy?
It borders Plano.
Oh wow, you're way okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're not near TC at all. Never mind. Um, I think maybe. Yeah, thank you, Lucia. I think TC might be the closest. Peggy, you might just want to shoot him a text. That's probably what I would do. And if
Also,
he,
sorry, I'm also near TC in Midlothian as well.
okay. How do you pronounce that beautiful name of yours?
Chance for short is fine.
Chance for the white people. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. I hate when people talk. Just give me what you go. Chance. I love it.
No,
Chance.
Chance was at TC's mastermind the other day, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, it was great to meet you. Glad you showed up. Hope you learned
Thank you.
stuff.
I did. I've been trying to implement it, and I've already scheduled a listing appointment, and I have a client that said they want to buy some property and sell their house. So I sent them some few properties. I'm waiting for their reply to see if they're going to want to look at it in person.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Keep doing it, girl. And you're on the call. Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. No doubt, Lucia. Congratulations, Chance. That's amazing. So yeah, you can reach out to Chance as well, Peggy. Cool name too. All right. Any other oh yeah, I was talking about my wins. Going down to Austin was amazing. Hanging out with everybody was amazing. Just that to me, that's everything. We went to a coffee house afterwards. That was probably the highlight for me, just hanging out with everybody at the coffee house. Just everybody excited, happy. I come back and I try to explain it to my friends. Like a lot of my old company, people from my old company are like, man, what are y'all doing? And I said, it's just really hard to describe when we're there together, like at that coffee house, how everybody's just really into each other and fired up and excited and talking. And oh, Kevin was there. I'm sorry. Kevin, you were with us. Kevin and Jawad were crazy, and Katie. They rode in the van. They rode in Erie. They rode in a big metal tube and cruised down the road together. Um, I wasn't. I don't know how y'all did that. That's impressive. That's a win that no one died. No one killed each other. But Jawad looked like he was ready to end it at the end of just kidding. But anyhow, it was fun being with everybody, no doubt. Fun hanging out and getting to know and just learning from other folks. That's probably the most amazing part. I've got so many great friends down there. They karaoke'd on the way home. Yeah, whoo, man, y'all crazy. Kevin, did you karaoke?
Oh, I did a little bit,
You did a little bit.
a
Okay,
little
well, there's
bit,
a win. There's a good win for you. When you say you did Jawad says you're a legend.
and I was not. He
All right.
was he was wrong.
He was wrong. He was
No, he
wrong.
was wrong. No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No.
All right, cool. Teresa, give us a win. You're muted.
Sorry.
Okay.
Great to see everyone, and great to see Paul. You're always um, kind of leading up everyone with or without Daniel. So I really appreciate that. Like you said, I don't have 75 listings,
78.
but at
78.
least 78, but at
Yeah.
least 7 or 8.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go.
So
I like it.
yeah, super busy. So last week I'm trying to look at my calendar. It's super full. That I did have one listing, a couple leasings, and I did have a new listing and a couple leases and a couple of renewals. I have to get them done by the 15th, and I have to get my tax done by the 15th. So today and tomorrow I'll be super busy too. I guess I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I actually had a closing the week before, but last week was like after closing, we had to do a lot of clean up the house because the whole house was cleaned and it looks clean. However, then there's some stuff left in the attic and we didn't know. And the buyer is like, they already moving in and they found these things in the attic and they're calling me. They're like, oh, you're supposed to clean this, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go. So I have to drag my husband and go to clean up the attic. It's a lot of things in there. So anyway, because the sellers are out of the state, so we have to do all the dirty work, Paul. It's not that we don't do anything. We get our fingernails all dirty to get all the spider webs and all the moving,
Yes.
all the muscles. Oh gosh, yeah. So we had to do throwing out the trash this week. 3 days in a row, we had to get everything out. There, where I'm also working on my commercial listings, and I'm working on 2 more listings on commercial side. But my old listings, we kind of trying to lower the prices because they're not moving. We got a lot of showings lately. We got one offer really low ball. So we're trying to get them moving, and the market seems to be moving a little bit. But still people are trying to lowball. And also, I had a couple of buyer clients last week. We made one offer, but the seller didn't accept because we're trying to lowball it. So all the buyers trying to lowball the sellers. So this morning I'm following up with the sellers and they haven't accepted. They're like, oh, we'll consider it during the weekend. We'll let you know on Monday. So Monday, here we are. We haven't received any response from the seller. So I'm trying to follow up with that. So hopefully this week we'll have a couple of listings or buyers under contract. So, and I wish everyone the best this week. That's it.
That's hilarious. You're getting lowballed. You're lowball.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're literally on one side of your mouth. You're saying, "I can't believe they're trying to lowball us. What's wrong with us?" Blah, blah,
I
blah.
know, right?
Later
Where
that
I'm on the both side of the lowball thing.
later that day, you're doing it.
Yep.
The
Well,
audacity of them to lowball us.
we are the we're the fiduciary agent of our clients. We can only do what our clients want us to do. It's just crazy.
Yes, it's a great friend of mine says leadership is a series of contradictions. Oh my gosh, Teresa, thank you so much for firing us up and getting us excited. I'm excited to be here. Well, Sam, you got something else to say?
I just want to throw this out there. If we need to do a price improvement, aka lowering the price, what we can say is, hey, talk to the seller and say, would you want to reduce by 5,000, 10,000, or whatever, just to get fresh looks. But on top of that, whatever they agree on, update your listing and say, hey, we're going to give you $5,000 towards closing cost credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Great idea. Great idea. We have put all of those on the higher price point houses. We put on 8,000. On the lower price point, we put on 5,000. So we put on 8,000 or 5,000 towards closing cost. or buy down credit on the lender side, depending on their situation. So there's a language we have to put on there. Anyway, so
Right.
we tried that. That's a great idea. I
So
recommend everyone to do that.
to add to that, and I'm sure Teresa, you have team members, right? In your
Yes,
tier
yes.
1, tier 2. Have your tier 1, tier 2. Once you update that on MLS, have your tier 1, tier 2 call the matching brokers to build relationship, to deepen relationship. Hey, we've got a closing cost credit of 8,000. Just want to let you know, and let them try to attract and build relationship with them. That is not the number one priority. The priority is to update. The reason we calling is we have an update under this listing, but for your tier 1, tier 2, to deepen that relationship, because if they can attract them in the future, you benefit as the sponsoring agent. Yes or no, right? So
Awesome.
leverage that. Okay.
Awesome.
Don't let
Awesome.
it go to
Great.
waste.
That's right. Great. I need to let my team member do that.
Yes, because
That's
we are
awesome.
busy overall. So, I try to teach that to my folks too, and they're chicken shit. They're like, I'm not calling nobody. I'm like, why not? We have a legitimate listing. Hello.
Yes, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Kevin is my level 1, so he does a lot of contacting for me.
Awesome.
He
Awesome.
sent like 20 text messages for me at
Yeah.
one time.
I keep
Right,
her
Kevin?
busier, so
Yeah.
That's all I
Alicia,
got
did
Thanks,
you
back
have
to you
something
Kevin.
you're
guys.
going to add?
Yep.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can I just add that one of the things that I always like to keep in mind is that if you don't do a price modification, you just simply change the wording in the listing, it doesn't get resent out to buyers that are in that search.
Oh,
True, true. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why we have to actively contact them. So, Kevin, you'll be busy this week. Send out all the messages for me.
okay, I will.
Call them for me.
Yes, I will.
Kevin, try to recruit them like Sam said. Don't be
For
do
what?
both. Try to recruit them too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, just at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, I got someone text me from Spain. They're moving to US and they're gonna join us.
Good for you. Good for
Yay.
you.
Awesome.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Spain was
There you
sleepy.
go. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Lucia. Well, I'm going to wrap up with my win. Last week, we got another luxury listing. Um, I know Lucia believes in this strongly, and I shouldn't say I've always believed in it, but I believed in it. Once I started believing in it, my life radically changed. And that's the words that you use, that you choose to say out loud. It will shape your life. There's a great book out there called Hung by the Tongue. And when I said, the success that Lucia was having, I don't know if y'all call what she said. She said, from my mouth to God's ears. And it's because she believes in that. And what I want to say is, what do you want? If you want luxury listing, start saying you want luxury listing. If you want to do the stuff that Teresa's doing, say that you want to do those things. You got to speak what you want. You got to be intentional about it. Not that long ago, Carolyn Richter and I was like, why don't we just do luxury? I really just want to build a team. I don't really want to do transactions, but I love staying dirty. I love staying in the mess. That way, when I talk to real estate agents about joining us, I'm relevant. I'm doing some transactions. I'm just kind of feeling what's going on. And I got to be honest, Carolyn does all the work, but I'm still in the field playing. And so we just said, why don't we just do luxury? Well, since then, we've gotten 3 luxury listings. Ironically, we've closed 3 luxury listings since we've been here, all over $1 million. And so I'm not saying that to brag on me. I'm saying, what do you want? Like, Chance, if you want something in life, start speaking what you want. That's why I say things like, Teresa has 72 listings. I want abundance in her life. I want to speak abundance over her life. I want to speak abundance over Lucia's life. I want to speak abundance over Judy's life. And so, but you also have to speak abundance over your life. You can't just, sit back and wish and want, oh, I wish I had this. No, start saying, I'm going to do this. I will be a luxury agent. I will be successful like Lucia and do commercial, high end 4 to 78 or 100, whatever she said, doors. I will do those things. And I promise you, your life will start to go that route, as opposed to telling everybody what you don't have. Stop doing that. I don't think I've ever sat with Lucia and she's told me what she didn't have. I don't think I've ever sat with Judy and she told me what she didn't have. I don't think I've ever sat with Teresa and she told me what she didn't have. One thing I find in successful people is they tell me what they're going to get or where they're going, not what they don't have. So be very, very cognizant of that. I just started saying it, Lucia, crazy thing. Let's just, maybe just make our lives easier. Let's just do luxury, be simpler, right? Boom. And then it happens. It's just the way life works. And you start speaking to the universe what you want. I believe it's telling God what you want and you're ready for it and God will deliver. However, you just got to start speaking and saying it. Teresa, did you raise your hand again? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm so sorry. While you're talking, I actually looked down on my desk. I have this success magazine. I don't know
Yeah.
if you get it. You have to look at it because I just realized that the cover is our picture.
Yeah.
Is our team picture on at the EXPCon. I didn't
Yeah.
even notice that until just now. So I want to let you know, everybody, when you get this magazine, don't be like me. Sometimes I just flip through and throw it away. This one is to keep. Okay, it has our team picture on the cover. I don't, and my Zoom is not showing this picture, but please keep this Success magazine this month, May, June's issue. It has our team picture on the cover. That's
That's
it.
awesome. That's awesome. We know what you do. You do what all of us do. You flip through to see if there's a picture of you. Erie, we all do it. We all do it. That was a horrible magazine because it's probably a bad picture of you. That was the best magazine ever because it's a good picture of you. I'm
Honestly,
just
never
being real.
expected that.
Judy, do you want to wrap us up? One of the founding members of We Partners. It was her and two other people that showed up and said, sure, let's do this thing.
Sure. Hey, wise words, giving you guys some wise words for the week. Okay. Listen up. Kick butt, take names. Boom.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank y'all for jumping on board. Everybody text Daniel, tell him, I hope he's getting some sleep because he needs to be well rested to hang out with all the crazy people he's hanging out with. What am I talking about? He's the crazy one. But he needs to be well rested. So please shoot him a text. Tell him you're thinking about him. That would mean the world to him. I know you're thinking, well, he's busy. No, if you just send him a text, say, hey man, Daniel, just thinking about you, bro. I'm telling you, you will make his day stronger. I promise you will. Love you guys. Go get yours. I'm getting mine. Adios.